Hey, Shalom, Akim, Yabashim, Shabakatham, Bashim, Kakadash, the most salutations to the elders and apostles, bishops, and deacons of Great Stone, Hakim Alquatra, the Falcons of the earth, holding on in sincerity and in truth to the gospel of the Lord Hamashiach, Yahushua, Bashim, Kakadash, Brahmanasha, DC camp. Yeah, so, for those that are looking at their finances, insurance is another expense that you have to factor in to how much is going to be your expenditure, whether it's per week or whether it's per month or even yearly. So you just got to know, man, that hey, that's you know a hit in the pocket. When the insurance companies decide to jack up their rates. So this is just a news report. You can always check out other reports too, because I've been hearing about situations in Florida that people are having issues with some so-called insurance coverage. Yeah, so you know how it is, man. It just shows you that the economy, you know, let me not just say the economy alone. These companies are not as liquid as they can be, since they cannot provide adequate coverage to these homeowners, all right? And they can't handle it, man. They don't want to pay, for the damage done to properties. You can imagine how many properties get damaged. That flood zones and this tornado zone, all this high risk area. You can't buy a home and not have insurance upon it. That's something that you're gonna have you know to deal with. Something that you must consider. Yep, it's required. All right, it's required. Yeah, so you just have to be on your p's and q's when you're looking at you know aspects of home ownership. Even living in an apartment, you need to have insurance. That's exactly what some property management companies require. So always remember, man, this is just part of the grinding season. It's just the economy coming to a slowdown when companies can no longer do business, and when people can no longer afford to pay for requirements. All right, so you just have to keep that in mind and learn that you have to watch out for these things. All right, so this book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, it says uh, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grandeurs cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. So the economic outlook is going to be terrible when you do not have revenue coming in to businesses, since they can no longer afford to cover the the costs of home repairs. You know, so things happen, man. Things happen. Yeah, tragedies happen, but when the so-called economic model is not feasible to cover these damages on a large scale, what are people going to do? So that destroys people's livelihood, man. Just like the wildfire that happened in California, since the power company messed up, by having its power lines close to vegetation, dry vegetation. So just imagine what the insurance company had to deal with. So hey, people's businesses, man, just go up in smoke like that. You can no longer open up a business in a location that is considered high risk, because no insurance company will want to do business in that area because of the designation. So you just have to be cautious. Yeah, so hey, it's just one of those things, man. You know, you have to count the costs with every move you make. And hey, always think about the long run, man. Short term, it's, uh, it's just a headache. Yeah, so you gotta learn how to keep yourself um, protected. All right. So I'll get a scripture from book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right. So you gotta know how to do your due diligence when you're looking at properties. You know, when you're doing business, you have to do your due diligence. You have to know exactly if you know the insurance company is going to allow you to have you set up shop in a place like that. Okay, and you know, if you get a chance, talk with a broker. You know, have your broker talk to other brokers if it's possible to get a deal. If they say no, there's nothing you can do. You know, just find somewhere else to go, or you know, keep that business on ice and continue as usual. Yeah, because we don't really have that much time here in Babylon. All right, that's the whole issue. So you can imagine the amount of stress you have to deal with, and you also have to watch out for these contractors too, man. These are repair contractors. Yeah, so you have to make sure that you pick a reputable firm, a reputable company that can get the job done. And that's just what it is, you know. It's just one of those little things that we don't really think much about. But it's just part of this ministry, man. Because, you know, brothers have places they lay their head down with their family, you know, their loved ones. Where brothers congregate for the Passover. You know, things like that, man. So you have to know how to, you know, navigate through a maze of this system, man. It's important you know. All right. So that's the point that I can, you know, just want to share that with you. And hey, it's just so much we have to watch out for in this place, man. But in the kingdom, you know, you don't have to, man. You don't have to concern yourself with all this tragedy and accidents, man. You just have faith in the Lord. You know, Scripture talks about the Lord being thy shade on thy right hand. No evil shall come near thee. You know, and let me get one more scripture, man, just to wrap this up, man. Just to wrap this up. All right. So, so this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 6. In his days, Judah, that's Yahweh, shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. That's all we care about, the safety of our people, man. You know, you want the safety of your household. And this is the name, and this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord, Yahweh, Shema Shai, Bashim Kakadash, our righteousness. So that's what it is, man. You need the protection of the Lord, all right, at all times, all right. In the kingdom, you don't have to worry about all these natural disasters, man. You know, Jeremiah 32 and 37 says, Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in my anger, and in my fury, and in great wrath, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely. All right, and that's all we, you know, we focused on, man. All right, and then the book of Ezekiel chapter 34 verse 28 says, "And they shall no more be a prey to the heathen, neither shall the beasts of the land devour them, but they shall dwell safely, and none shall make them afraid." Okay, so that's what it is, And extra precept talks about we are going to be in league with with the stones of the field. All that, that animals will revere us. We don't have to worry about animal attacks and all that stuff, man. You know, that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all the Lord talks about. That we're gonna dwell safely, and you know what that means. Our safety is of the Lord. Okay, so yeah. So the Job chapter 5 verse 23, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." Job chapter 5 verse 23. So that's what we're looking forward to, man. Animal attacks and all that stuff, that's an extra headache you don't want to deal with on this side. All right? And all these landslides and brush fires and tornadoes and earthquakes. You don't need that, But in the kingdom, you're gonna have stability. So, Abaratazar, you've been edified. Just stay prayed up. Pray the Lord continue to guide you, and hey, Abaratazar, be in the kingdom. Shalom.